Hello? Well, here we are again. Wait, no, stop. Pause. I'm just at my timer, so I know. So I know, because I'm trying for around 25 minutes is my goal on each of these new podcasts. Well, here we are again. Welcome to my latest and greatest podcast, Tombstone's Photo Drawer, where I go through this photo drawer that I've had for 30 years and had no organization thus far. And just as it's saying, no organization doing it either, just one at a time. Oh, what a great photo. This is from the Fairy Ball, 2006, the first Radical Fairy Ball, after Hurricane Katrina, of course. Pistol Pete and Popgun Paul were the empresses. They crowned Marcus. That's me, right there. And I'm in some white, the color was white. It was like a little heavenly theme. I'm in all white with a halo and a choir robe and white gloves. And that's me, Pistol Pete, Popgun Paul, Tim Wolf, Charisma Love Jones, you can barely see there, and Jim Jeske is one of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence who was doing the ceremony, the master ceremonies. And that one's going to go to Nola. Obviously. I should have one like fairies. Now I'm thinking I should do just one Radical Fairies. Oh, my 27th birthday, the last birthday I spent in Mobile, Alabama. And Boy George had those little spiky colored, multicolored hair extensions. So of course I wanted some multicolored hair extensions. Christian Zane did that. That is me. Sloppy drunk. Look at my face. I'm sloppy drunk. Still smoking. But look at that hair. That hair is amazing. I love it. I'm going to put it in Mobile. I almost want to put it in frameable, but I'm not going to put it in frameable. I'm going to put it in Mobile. Let's keep going. We're making very low progress on this. Okay. In previous episodes, there was a picture of me with me as glitter with Joy, and I said I thought it was Joy at the Impotency Stakes concert, and I was like, what's Joy at the Impotency Stakes concert? This is from the same role, and that's just a picture of Joy, and that is at the Impotency Stakes concert. That little thing behind her right there, you can't see it, but I mean you can see the lights on it, but the Impotency Snakes, the center of their stage show was they had the ISS from a Kiss sign. You know, like when you go see, well, I've never seen Kiss in concert, but you know what I'm talking about. The big KISS. If you look at it, ISS is kind of connected and the K is separate. The Impotent Sea Snakes, the center of their stage show was always somewhere. I assume they just gathered it or bought it or what. I don't know, but that's what Joy's standing in front of. So Joy was apparently at an Impotent Sea Snakes concert. This is going in NOLA. Yeah. Impotent Sea Snakes. ISS. Also from the Impotent Sea Snakes show. And you can't really tell what's going on. I don't remember what's going on, but clearly one of the little fetish dancers is out in the audience, working the audience, doing something. That's her with her ponytails looking down at people. It's not a great picture. I consider donating away, but it's the Impotent Sea Snake's first show. I know what's going on. Once I'm dead and can't tell people, they won't know. But how cute. This is Salamander with my friend Brian Bodie. And I think Brian is wearing some of my clothes there. That's a Catherine Courtney mesh hood. I'm pretty sure that one's mine. That mask is not mine, but I think Brian's wearing some of my clothes there, I think. If memory serves me correctly. I don't want to know what the occasion was, but clearly Salamander and Brian at some little function that goes in NOLA. This is Steve Brownfield, who I worked with at Second Skin. This is the guy that he moved to Kentucky for. They met online, and Steve moved from New Orleans to Kentucky to be with him, and we were all like, that's a terrible idea. You don't move to another state for somebody you met online, but he did, and thus far it's worked out well. They're like 20 years or something now, I think. Maybe not 20, but close to it, a long time. Let's go into NOLA. I might call Steve and see if he wants it. Or email Steve. I'm not actually calling anybody. Who calls anybody anymore? I know what this is. It's barely legible. It's the night that we went in Asian neon Halloween. That was the thing one year. Asian neon. There's other pictures of us. This was a picture from that night of another group. I can't even tell. It's like they're, I don't know. I don't care. Somebody from a circuit party. Who cares? Next. It's a picture of me and Lady Carolyn in Greg Cox's old apartment in Mobile, Alabama, sitting on a couch from a weird angle. That one's going to go in Mobile. Ta-da! Progress. They got Chris from my the photo shoots from my photography career. There's him with his finger in his mouth. Ugh, not looking hot. Chris, you never were good looking sexy. Photo career. Gretch rocking cat and the straight H with Gretch's spouse at the time, my dear friend Julie Mason. Beat out of her mind. They're all looking super 50s. Gretch and Julie, when they were together, they were a couple for a long time, and everything, their whole house was 50s. Their TV was 50s, their furniture was 50s, their cars was 50s. Walking into their house was like walking into the I Love Lucy or something. It was a time warp. Where's my photo career? Oh, there it is. Right in front of me. That's where it is, of course. That goes to photo career. This is a picture of Venus, Shante DeVise, and Christian the night we did a drag number. It's very dimly lit. Not a great picture of either, and I'm throwing it away. I love you, Christian. I love you, Venus. Not a great picture of either of you. And here's from the same number. I'm keeping that one there. There's Christian flipping off the audience at the end of the number. That was the number. Oh, that was such a great number. Yeah, that was a great performance. Good to Mobile. Moving on. Moving right along. This was a Mardi Gras. Is there a year on it? No. It was a Mardi Gras pre-Katrina. A Mardi Gras where I'm not in clown. I was in clown for like a lot up until that day. So for our Mardi Gras day, I did this weird punk rock thing. This was the Mardi Gras. This is Mardi Gras 2005. Now that I'm thinking of it, because I bought this little pack of cards. Let me just show you while I'm showing. That's me, Joey, and Amanda's over at the end there. I don't remember exactly. And that little mohawk is actually this little strip of bear fur that like just bend it and stick it to my head. So I'm kind of bald, but that little thing. What I'm trying to get to the point is that I bought this little bucket of like 1,000 little heart-shaped stickers. And that Mardi Gras day, I took all of them around and I stuck little heart-shaped stickers on everything as I went around. I did acid, and for a good few, like after Katrina, for like a few years, I would kind of be walking through the quarter and whatever and see like those little hearts that I'd stuck, because I stuck 1,000 throughout the quarter in one day, on one Mardi Gras. That's going in NOLA, and I haven't seen one in a while, but it was kind of funny. For a long time, I would see those little hearts in little places I'd stuck them. Happy birthday, Jay! It's a picture of a birthday cake. I don't know what year it is. I don't know anything about it. Should I keep it? Of course. Of course I should keep it. It's the picture of my birthday cake. But what does it go in? A dilemma. I'm just gonna put it in, dilemma. I'm gonna put it in me and people I love. No, I'm gonna put it frameable. Because it's not really frameable, but it's a dilemma, so I can't throw it away. I just can't. I don't know why I should. I don't need a picture of a cake, really. Christian, Zane, and Marcy in their backyard, the old Church Street house. I say it every podcast, every time I do one of these, expect cats. So that goes in the mobile. Obviously. Hey, Mama. Poor Marcy, she's dead now. It's got stuff on it. It's a picture of, it's from the photo shoot where Christian was in a little skippy outfit in a junkyard. Not one of the best ones, and it's got stuff on it. It's got all schmutz on it. I'm throwing it away. There's some great shots from that roll That's not one. Uh, there's, um, there's Venus and Lady Caroline. I'm dimly lit over there on the side. That's the Courtyard of Troopers. I think this was when I went home to Mobile the first time. My 27th birthday after I moved to New Orleans. I think that's what that picture is from. Oh, okay. I've told everyone the story of when I went to New York to see Boy George on Broadway, and Salamander and we were all in clown, and Boy George from the stage, we were in Fifth Row Center, and Boy George comes out as Lee Bowery with the, the dripping down the face, the Lee Bowery look, and says, "Everyone backstage keeps talking about the clown in the audience. Stand up so I can see you." Well, he stood up, and Boy George, my lifelong idol, says, "Oh, you're beautiful." This is that same night in New York. After the show, we're walking the street, and it was freezing. It was like below zero, ridiculous. And a limousine pulls up and like, "Hey, you need a ride?" And the limousine gave us a ride to wherever we were going for the price of whatever a regular cab would cost, just because we looked so amazing. So that is a picture of me as Glitter the Clown the night I saw Boy George on Broadway after the show in a limousine that pulled over and asked us if we needed a ride. Yeah. Oh, that goes in glitter. There's a picture. There, glitter. That solves that. That solves that. Because it's in New York, not Mobile, not New Orleans. The drag number of me, Christian, and Venus, where me and Christian ripped Venus's clothes off. That's that one. The Mr. Macho Man number. We should just call it the Mr. Macho Man number. Okay. This looks like John Belushi and somebody. I don't know who these people are. They look like people I would know. They look like imposters of people I know. And on the back, there's a question mark on the back. I didn't know who they were then, when it was printed. I definitely don't know who they are. Oh, I love this photograph. There are certain pictures that are taken of people who love each other, and you look at it and you can just see the adoration and love of their eyes. This photograph was taken, of course, obviously I moved to New Orleans because I wanted to be a photographer. While I was in Alabama, I had an art show at a bar called Haley's, and this was the night of my first art show. I sold a print for $100, the first time I'd sold any art. And this is Christian, who was in all the pictures, because she was my little muse. And it's a picture of me and Christian at my first art show, just looking at each other. And just look at the love in those eyes. Like, look at how much I love her. Look at how much she loves me. Isn't that amazing? That's friends. That's love. That's art. That's all that. That's us beat out of our mind. That's frameable. That definitely, in my mind, goes in frameable. If I can, there's frameable. If I can find the frameable. We're moving along. This is a picture of Christian. I really like this one too. It's going to go in photo career. It's not one of the best ones from that shot, but this is a very, very good one. They all came out kind of ethereal. I think it was something I messed up the lighting, but I always liked the way that roll came out. She looks very ghostly. Where's my photo career? Where is my photo career? That's what I need to know. I just realized you can't even see my face in this. I'm like looking at a mirror, and I'm paying more attention to that you can see the pictures. It's just a picture of Venus, a very underexposed picture of Venus, and she's obviously like twerking. Her hands are on the wall, her ass is out, in heels. Venus Mobile. Not a great picture of Venus, but she's clearly twerking on a wall, so I can just throw that away. This is a DJ Walker, who I love and adore. We dated for a while. I love you, DJ. Don't mind that I tell the story, but I broke up with DJ because DJ didn't have a Halloween costume. This is just a picture of me and DJ. I don't know what it was, although I think I'm not even gonna guess. I thought it might be at the old Whirling Dervish, but I'm really not sure. It's me and DJ sitting on the couch. But I love DJ. We dated for a while. There was Halloween. He lived in Lafayette, and he was thinking about moving to New Orleans. And so So we were dating with the idea that he may move to New Orleans. He ended up not moving to New Orleans. And one Halloween he came down to New Orleans for Halloween, and he had no costume. And I don't think I broke up with him right then, but I said in my mind right then, like, I'm not going to date a guy who has nothing for Halloween. Nothing. Nothing at all. Not even a costume. Nothing. Can't do it. That's Nola. I love you, DJ. Don't mean to hate on you, but you had no costume. This is a fairy ball, one of the fairy balls, the Radical Fairy. And God, do I look fat. There was some underwater theme. I don't remember exactly the theme. But that's a fairy ball. Glitter the clown. I'm going to do glitter. Glitter. I'm actually wearing like a woman's gown there. And there's drapes. Oh, you found it. Thank you. Talking to Kira. Another picture from Christian looking very ghostly and ethereal in that shot. That's going to go in the photo career. Photo career. Kira just brought a little blade sharpener I've been looking for. This is from the same night I was hosting, apparently, because I've got a microphone in my hand, from that ball, the fairy ball. That's a picture by Pat Jolly, the back says. I don't remember what year that was. I don't remember what the theme was. It was some aquatic thing, though. And, yeah. Picture of glitter. Where's glitter? I just had it. Pictures of glitter. Okay. They keep coming up. These pictures of that guy that I dated, William, when I was in Mobile, and we came to New Orleans. And this is William's looking at, oh no, I'm looking at something. I'm looking at Christmas ornaments, I think, in that Christmas store on Decatur Street. And William's talking to me. Not a great picture of either of us. I don't give a fuck. Going in the trash. Pictures in the trash. It's a picture I took of Venus. We've seen others from that role, haven't we? That's going to go in photo career. Photo career. Yeah, I know eventually you would kind of get repetitive. That guy Chris, the model guy, not a great. See, there's not great. Not great. But this is still underexposed. I don't even know what it is. I can't even tell. It's some window. What? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Trash. Come on. This is the girl. When I was 13, we played around, gave each other tattoos. I had Jay. It looked terrible. I got it fixed a few times. And then I got this horrible happy face thing put over it that I hated for years. And this is Misha. Misha was the chick who fixed my tattoo and went from the horrible happy face to the hurricane symbol, which is on my arm to this day. And she did that one, and then she did, of course, that one, which is from a Boy George album. That's the cover of the Boy George single. That's Misha from Nola. She goes to Nola, the chick who fixed my tattoo. If I could go back and have no tattoos, I would, but that's not an option at this point. So I feel balanced, at least. I don't hate them. For a while, I hated it. I wouldn't even wear anything that showed it. This is a picture of me and Greg Cox in drag with blinky stuff. Like, those wigs blinked, the dresses blinked, the beads blinked, everything blinked. We were working at Second Skin and we got in all this blinky stuff, so we decided to use it and wear it out. No why. Why we went in drag, I don't know. I think it might have been Valentine's Day. That's sounding familiar. Lady Carolyn, blonde hair, drunk, and asking you a question. Mobile. The picture of the night of the Halloween party, we were all leather circus people. This is Scott Garrett and Drake. Drake was the I forgot what they called him. It was like the little freak of nature monster or something. No one. And that was Greg Gibson behind them. Greg Gibson was in that photograph. Oh, it's still underexposed. Holy crap. Okay. Over here on this side, there's a little chick named Leslie Elizabeth Emile. This whole thing's very underexposed. In the middle is a picture of me. And when I was in Mobile, for a while at Ho John's, the bar we were going to, this person would come out and she was very shy, but was clearly someone who was experimenting with transgender. And it was the big old football player build, but she would come up dressed like that and would just like go to the bar and dance and not really socialize with anybody. But I was of course fascinated with her, and this is me sneaking over to take a picture with her. And she was, I don't remember her name, I don't remember much because she would never really talk to anybody. And it's so underexposed you can't tell, but it was like this big old football player person who would show up in like kind of girls' mall clothes. Mobile. Yeah. I'll have to ask Carolyn about her. I'm sure she would remember. If she didn't, if she saw that photograph, she would. This is a really good one from that photo shoot with Christian, looking all ethereal. Where's my photo career? Where's my photo career? Ta-da. Christian, laying down on the floor. I think I took that picture. She was like looking at her albums, and just kind of a pinup pose there. Mobile. Here we go. The second great love of my life, Jim Faust, in a Halloween costume as Norma Desmond, and with William Thomas in some sort of camouflage gig. Mobile. On the back it says, these are all only tiny part of Sal's toys. Oh my god, okay. Alright, this is a picture of Salamander's toy collection in San Francisco. Somebody sent me this picture. I love you, Salamander. And it surprises me that you are so obsessed with collecting toys at this point. And I don't care. I love you. I don't. This photo refuses to rip. Take that. Got it. I don't need a picture of Salamander's photos, toys. Photo career, Venus Ante Devis. Same photo shoot. Not great though. Not great pictures, but it's hard for me to throw away a picture of Christian. Of Venus. Here's a picture of Christian looking hot in a junkyard. Boom. Photo career. This is one that I know what it is. It's the impotent sea snakes, but I can't tell what's going on. And I don't need to. Yeah. That photograph is dead to me. Also, the impotent sea snakes kind of taken from the same angle. You can tell a little bit more. You see somebody's hands going up. But you still, I think I'm blown away. You see somebody's ass. You see hands in the air like, we're rock on. But I still don't know what's going on. I know it's Impotent Sea Snake's first show, or my first Impotent Sea Snake show. I must have gotten into a well of Impotent Sea Snakes here because that's kind of the same role and kind of the same situation. I know what it is, but no one else in the world would ever look at that and know what it is. And I'm going to save it for the, yeah, I don't know who this guy is. This is some guy passed out on the couch in, church, in, Ursuline Street. Old Ursuline house. Some guy passed out on the couch. Don't know who he is. Don't know. But for some reason, he passed out on my couch. A very washed out picture of Salamander. It's St. Patrick's Day. No, although I'm starting to like get upset with myself for keeping this all this crappy stuff. This is crappy stuff. That's some crappy, who knows what, tourist picture of New Orleans. In sepia tone, no less. In sepia tone. Fuck sepia tone. It's some shot of decadence in New Orleans, like looking out of the let's see, that's Oz over there. So it's like looking out the balcony of the bourbon pub. I don't care. Don't care. It's now 24 minutes, so we're gonna. These are. I'm gonna keep that one. That's the people I came. William, the guy was there from Sarasota, his friend that he came with, and me drinking a daiquiri. At least you can tell who it is. You know, it's part of the story. I'm gonna keep that one. Let's do two more. Here's one. A very washed out picture of, I mean, you can't even see Venus, it's so dark. But it's Lady Caroline and Venus hugging, and you can't tell the background or anything. It's just one in the deal. And last one. Make it good. Did not listen to me. That guy, Chris, trying to look sexy. Well, there you go. That's it. I'm going to pick up the camera. I'm going to leave the drawer open, and I'm going to pick up the camera for a minute and give y'all a peek into what we're looking at left. Okay? And then I'll sign off. Thank you for joining me and look into my memories. This is a little task that has been... there we go. We still have... a whole photo drawer. Like, yeah. Barely a dent's been made. See you next time.